Howdy guys, Lucky here, and in today's video we are in creative mode. We're in this little world that I've made. It's not much, a little big coming out of the tree. But today we're going to be doing some building, not just any kind of building. However, I have come across, I guess, an application that we can use to sort of randomize the blocks that we're going to use. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be letting the wheel decide what blocks we're allowed to use. So we could spin the wheel and say, get a completely random assortment of blocks, and then my job will be to use these to build. I'll have to build something, I'll show you guys, and hopefully along the way you enjoy the video. Okay, so now that you're introduced, let's go to the app and spin the wheel. So we're in the app now. You can see there's a lot of blocks here. We have every single block in Minecraft 1.15. So what we're going to do, we're going to spin the wheel 9 times, and we're going to have our build palette for this video. This should be interesting. Our first block is a block of emerald. Alright. I will say, I did this earlier. I got really unlucky. Not quite block of emerald. Let's go number 2. Jungle wood slab. Okay. Wood. That's nice. Number 3. Let's go. Light blue concrete. Alright, I tell you what. This is really nice to see, because before we were getting horrible blocks. Mossy stone brick. Alright. Stone brick slab. Don't want to get this wrong. Block number 5 will be the red carpet. Oh, red carpet, eh? Block number 6 will be a pink too. Really? Alright, so maybe we can put flowers into our build somewhere. Maybe that'd be interesting. We'll see where it goes. Number 7. Dead bubble coral. Okay. Oh, my voice went a bit. Dead bubble coral. Not even the block. Like, at least with, alright. Number 8. Block number 8, we have stripped jungle bark. Ooh. Yes. That is a useful block that we can use. That's why it's useful. Alright, and our last block for our palette will be the head. Oh! That is really good, because it allows me to get creative with heads. Maybe even custom heads. You know, I will say custom heads because... Alright. This is good. We're going to head back to the game and take a look at our loadout. Okay, we are back in the game, and we have... I think we're missing a head, actually. Yes, we are. Because these are called skulls instead of heads. So we have this to work with. Now, we got a little bit lucky with head, to be honest, because we have free reign to use whichever head we want. And I'm excited about that. So, with where we are, we can't exactly build here, so we're going to have to go, you can see behind me, we are going to have to go to the plot that I have measured out for us. So this plot, I've measured out, because, I mean, with a challenge like this, we're limited by the blocks we can use, of course. And I think it's a good idea that for something like this, we sort of limit ourselves in size. So what I've done, this area here measured out has been, well, measured out to be 4 chunks. It's 4 chunks in total. One there, which is 32 by 32 blocks. This is what we will have to build. Once the build is finished, we'll obviously get rid of this, and I mean, we can take a look at the build, but our palette is a rather interesting one. Now, I'm gonna let you know a little bit of a secret. I think we've got actually quite a good build because we have slabs, which can also be turned into full blocks. That's a little get around that we can use. Well, I think we're all ready. We've established the plot, we've got our blocks, and I think it's time to get building. Alright, so I've sort of thought about what I'm doing, and I'm still not 100% sure. I have worked out that this is going to be a sort of, you know, jungle sort of theme build, because we've got the jungle wood, we've got the green emerald and the mossy stone, and those will all work pretty well together. I'm not sure how we're going to make use of blue concrete in itself. I have some good ideas of how we can use heads, but I still don't know how I feel about this, because I'm really genuinely sort of stuck on where to go with this build. See, I'm sort of trying to make an entrance, and I've got in my head the idea of almost like PewDiePie's water sheep church. If you've seen the series, he built the whole thing out of mossy cobblestone. And I'm wondering if a similar sort of tall cathedral looking building will work with this, but I've got to find out how to organically get the jungle wood in here. I'll come back to you when I've figured out something. Alright, quick update. I've decided to allow myself to have the full stone bricks as well as the slabs. All things considering, we can use the slabs to get the full block. So I've decided it's only fair we can, if we get slabs, that we can also use the full blocks, because that's kind of what I'm using the slabs for. It wouldn't really make much sense to only use the slabs. Right? Good, I'm glad you agree with me. Alright. I'll come back to you when I have made a substantial amount of progress. Okay, so I'm back, and I've sort of thought of the idea. Still not really looking the way it looks. Still not really liking the way it looks at the moment, to be honest. But I'm sort of thinking of an idea of sort of having this entrance, and then a bridge, and then sort of like a main building at the back here. I don't know how good that will look. I really hope it looks alright, but I mean, I guess we just have to keep building. So, again, I will see you when progress has been made. I'm going to come back now. I just want to let you guys know that when I'm building, the most important thing for me to keep in mind is sort of the mathematics of what I'm putting together. If it's not consistent mathematically and symmetrically, I don't know, I think that really hurts the building that you've made. So if you're looking for a piece of advice from me today, my piece of advice is, if you're building, do calculations, figure out stuff, figure out the lengths and the widths of your build, so that you can, you know, refer to those numbers and make decisions based on those numbers. If you decide that maybe a shape, a new shape needs to be put in, say you make a circle and it's, you know, like 40 blocks wide, you'll go online, you'll find a reference for that, and then you decide, okay, I want a circle on the inside. Well, you know that the circle was 40 to begin with, so how big do you want the circle to be? You can probably eyeball it and figure out, hey, I want the inner circle to be 15 blocks wide, or 16. I don't know really where I'm getting at here, but just remember that keeping in mind the numbers associated with your build helps. Counting helps, because symmetry is important. There you go, that's what I was getting at. Alright, I'm back, and I think I've made some changes that really help with some of the issues that I was having before. So I didn't like the sides, so I sort of just put some slabs here. You've got this going on here. Actually, I could probably... Did I ask? Alright. I could do some more probably here, but I think that looks alright for now. Keeping in mind, the main block we're using is the mossy cobblestone, and I'm trying my hardest not to only use that, but I mean, it's a little hard when you only have 9 blocks to build with. Put some skeletons around the outside, because it's kind of like a temple, you know, maybe an old, you know, an old temple ruins. And then here, we've got the main hall. It's in this shape. I don't know what you call it. It's not like, it's like a square. Oh, it's sort of like a square pill, but not really a pill. I don't know really what this shape is called. Might find out. Might be something I can put in the video, or not. Yeah. Hey, it's me again. Just found out. Like, I kid you not, that shape is called a squircle. I thought it was a joke when I looked it up, but a square or a rectangle with rounded sides is called a squircle. That's so dumb. That is so stupid. Anyway, editing me, I'm leaving now. Back to the video. But this is what I have decided. So we've got the main entrance with a bridge into the big hall, and this is the start of the rest of the build. I'm sort of making it look sort of like a royal hall, because I want to use this red carpet, and I think it'll be really useful for this kind of build. So I think next what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some walls around, and we'll come back and I'll probably discuss the idea that I have for this big hall. Hopefully this looks good. Hopefully I can put out a video where I'm like, hey, look, dope building that I made with only 9 blocks. I'll see you in a minute. I tell you what the most annoying part is for me right now. So this super flat world that we're in, I made it specifically for this video. It's a mushroom biome, so basically the whole world is a mushroom island, mushroom plains biome. So that means no mobs can naturally spawn. They can't do it. It's not allowed. But you know what that does do? it makes this entire world the best bat spawner you've laid your eyes upon. My goodness, there's got to be some way to stop the bats from spawning because it's annoying me, and I'm sure the constant bat sounds like kill at E type equals bat. There's 16 down here. There were 16 bats in this area. Actually, I mean, probably for good reason. It's not lit up. Maybe I'll fix that. I might fix that. Either way, they still spawn around the trees. I'm not happy about that. Alright. I'm a bat proof this, and then I'll be back. Alright, and bat proofed. Now I gotta get rid of the speed because it's disorienting. Do you understand? It's all in your head. It's your... Alright, we are back. Emeralds, we are back. And the walls are in place. Most importantly, we are bat proofed. Either way, I've decided that I want slabs up here, and nothing is going to stop me from putting slabs up there. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about my idea for this room. My idea is I want to have pillars on the sides because this is a big building. Realistically, it would have things holding it up. I want to have the red carpet leading up to the best kind of throne I can make, sort of like an emerald throne, like a jungle throne. And I could probably put the bubble coral somewhere in that. I've used it sort of as spikes here. That's what it's supposed to be if you didn't catch on. But this is going to be somewhat of a throne room. Throne there, stairs going up to the upper level there, and then little supports holding it up. Hopefully, with that being all executed, it should look really quite something. So, I'll get to that then. Won't I? Yes, I will. I will get to that. That's exactly what I'm going to stop. Just leave. Just go. I build, you return, I show you what I build. And I'm back. As you can see, there has been some changes made to the room. Alright, so let me walk you through what I've done. I'm pretty sure last time we talked, I was just putting this carpet down, so let's talk about what I've gone and done. So I've added the staircase, I've added pillars, I've added the throne, most importantly, and of course, the red carpet. Now, usually, when I have the idea, I would like to be able to use all of the blocks, but it's these two, the pink tulip and the blue concrete. With a build like this, the two really just don't work. There's no real way I can go about putting blue concrete into this build because it doesn't fit in. It's out of place. It doesn't work. So unfortunately, these two, I've decided, unless by some miracle I find, hey, I want to use them, I've decided I am not going to force myself to use them for the reason that I don't even know if I could. It's plain and simple. But I want to talk about the throne. The throne, I just did. I didn't really think about it, and I don't know if I regret that yet. It looks okay, in my opinion. I don't think it's the best throne to be sitting on. But, the throne, with being the main part of the building, I don't even really care about it, to be honest. But either way, I want to talk about the pillars. I'm happy with what I've done with the pillars. I decided that, you know, I didn't really just want it to be a solid square. I didn't think that would look good. So I wanted to add a bit of style, and this, what I've got here, is great. I love it. It's my favorite part of the build so far. I'm gonna try and add more stuff like this. I'm gonna add windows next. That's what needs to be added in, because I've just realized we don't have any light sources to build with, so we're gonna have to use natural light. And when we're done with the inside, we're obviously gonna have to make the outside look good. So we're not quite done, but we're getting there. So I'll get back to you when I've made more progress. One thing that I like to do with roofs in buildings is, if possible, I like to make them out of slabs, because then you can have this space up here, and I feel like it's sort of just nicer to build that way with the slabs in the roof. I'm no green, and I don't intend to make builds like him, but I mean, I reckon it'd be cool to see him do this challenge. He is a whiz at building, and it would be amazing to see a video where he's restricted. Like, that would just be really interesting to me. I would love to see that. Oh, what's this nonsense? Being off center, that's... No. No! Oh, no. Alright, so we're back with bit of an uh-oh moment. Tell me if there's a tell me if you notice something off about the build in particular. Yeah, that's right, it's lopsided. Look at this. What is wrong with me? One, and then this. Oh my goodness. I have to fix that. I have to find a way to fix that. It's gonna be a little longer than I thought. Oh. Alright, so mistakes were made. A very particularly large mistake was made, but I fixed it, so it's not really a mistake anymore. So the build is actually, the dimensions are even. We had the single wide walkway before, but now we come to a bigger problem where I need to change the throne. Because it's not centered. And this pillar isn't centered either. Actually, I think I'm going to change this pillar instead, because this one goes all the way to the edge. This one kind of leans in a bit. But other than things that I'm having to rebuild and remake because I messed something up, I've built this, which serves absolutely zero function. But it's here. And I built it. And I have no idea where I'm supposed to take the build from here. I might just stop there. This might be the roof of the build. Honestly. That might be the case. I might knock these out. In fact, let's take a look at how that looks. 10 years later. I mean, sure. It's a temple, castle, temple. Castle, temple. It's a temple. It's a castle. It's both. It's whatever you want it to be. And this is here. Because I don't know what needs to be. Just let it happen. I am going to fix the rest of this build and try and finish it off because I'm starting to become sick of looking at this. I don't think we got very good blocks. I don't think we got blocks in a or like in a kind of style that I'm comfortable building in. I just don't think we got a very good. I just don't think this was good. I think this was a fail. I'll probably make it a thing where, I mean, if this became a series, at the end of the build, I'll rate it, and this is looking like I'm gonna rate it bit of a no. So I don't know. We'll see where we go. I'll fix everything up. I'll fix everything up. And we'll be on our way to deciding whether or not we like this or not. I mean, it's still alright. It's not the worst. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I tell you what. I am... Hang on. Needs more emeralds. Yeah, need a couple more emeralds. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I tell you what though. I am unbelievably happy that we had to remake the throne because I think that looks hundreds of times better. Look. The emerald throne. It is here, and it is without doubt real. It is for sure real. Alright, you know, get out of here. There's a new king in town. He's me. I'm the new king. This is amazing. I really like this. I think it's great. What do you... Okay, I'm gonna stop. I think this is wonderful. I love this. I'm in love with the redesign. Again, looking at it, I'm thinking of maybe, there's a couple things maybe we can add or take away. You know, it's just all part of the process. We're making something, we're building something, and it's wonderful. All right, well, I'm gonna remake the second pillar, and we're gonna keep developing this build because it's starting to look alright. I'm not too bothered with it. Alright, let's keep going. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm finished. I think It's a little embarrassing, all things considered. But I think that with the limitations, with all of it, I think for only having like really just the jungle stuff and the stone bricks, with only that, we made this. So I'll walk you through it, and we're going to talk about whether this is a win or a fail, because I don't know, it might take me a little bit of convincing to call this one a win. A little bit unfortunate for video number 1, but hopefully maybe I can, you know, do some in-house, you know, editing to the wheel, if you know what I mean, you know, change it a little bit for next time, so that we don't get this again. Please, if you have any ideas for how to make this this kind of concept more fleshed out, or anything, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think, but I'm gonna walk you through this. So I started building the entrance, and the entrance is what it is. I think I might just get rid of that. There you go, final touch. Now it's done. Alright, now it's finished. Look at her. No contrast whatsoever. Beautiful. Alright. So you have the entrance. You've got we've got the skulls on the ground. We've got spikes on the bridge for some reason. Very practical, I promise. And then we walk into the throne room with the red carpet and the emerald throne. I tell you what, the inside is my favorite. The outside I don't really like as much. Yeah, I don't think it looks that great, but the inside is, like, it's not the best, but I think it looks wonderful with the emeralds, the emerald stockpile. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. The lighting as well, the natural lighting coming in through the strange windows that I've made. And, we are missing something. Oh, skull of the old king. And his old throne. Anyway, we've got these pillars, these sort of snaky like pillars. I like these. These are nice. I like these. I am complimenting my own build, but I mean, surely you do the same. Then we've got the little staircase up to the rooftop, where soldiers could, maybe soldiers with their bows, shooting from oncoming invasions, they'd be able to duck behind the walls and then peek up and get a shot off. Let's get a bow. Oh yeah, man, you just saw firsthand the way I spell arrow, apparently. And you duck, they're coming, duck, they're coming, and then shoot them, go, bang, duck again, pop, bang. Yeah, what I'm trying to get at is, you're up here, you're fighting the people down there, you'd have the advantage. But, obviously, something happened. Now, I tell you what, I might do just a normal build one day. One day. I'm hoping to do a normal build at some point where I'm not restricted like this, because I have so many ideas, thinking of like putting weapon racks up here and anvils, maybe having armor stands or something, I don't know. But really fleshing out my builds, the restriction definitely didn't help with today's build, but with that said, I think it's time to rate it. Out of 10, I would give this a 5. Like a straight as possible 5. No higher, no lower. And like usually, I think about this. Usually when someone rates something and they're gonna rate a lot of things later on, usually they go with 5 first thing because they don't know what's good or bad. But I feel like this build is both a mix of I hate it and I like it. So I'm gonna give this a 5. That's not really a win or a lose. It's sort of just a build. It's kind of ugly, but I mean, in some places it works. And with that said, gotta tap the button twice. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was an interesting experience for me. If you liked the concept, please let me know in the comments. If you have any ideas for other things that I could do in the future, put that below as well. And with that all said, please subscribe to the channel. 40 subscribers at the moment. I mean, not even 39, but like, it's basically 40. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please subscribe. I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I'm not exactly expecting to become a big YouTuber, but I mean, if you enjoy the content, that's all that means to me. I got plenty of comments on the last video, you know, just really positive things, and I'm really happy you enjoyed the video from yesterday. So, not yesterday, my goodness, it's been a lot more than 1 day since that video came out. Anyway, with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. See ya.